it's Kelly. Hey, I had the video recorder going for the most part while I was just messing around with some UTEE and some molds, and thought I would share it. These are some things that worked and some things that did not. That flower that's down there, that did not work. I ruined a perfectly good, gorgeous wild orchid craft flower. But I just wanted to dip it in the UTEE and see what would happen. Put some alcohol ink on it and played with it, heated it up, and I was just not happy with how that turned out. But I don't think that was even recorded. I can't remember. But yeah, so these are just some small flower molds that I had made. And I just wanted to alcohol ink them because it's all clear embossing powder that I have. And I just made it yellow and purple with my alcohol inks. And I thought those turned out pretty cute. Not real sure what I'm going to do with them, but I will definitely find something, you know me. So, gosh, I did this. This is about a week ago. Now, maybe you guys are doing this already. My melting pot does not seem to get hot enough sometimes. So I give it a shot with my heat gun and melts it right up. And when it's time to clean it up, I'll use my heat gun to get it really hot and then use a paper towel to wipe it off and scrape it out with my little silicone thing. So if you guys aren't doing that, you might want to try that. But I think something's wrong with my melting pot because it's just not getting hot enough. So how my clear embossing powder turned out, or how I'm so used to clear embossing powder, I do a lot with that, but how my UTEE, my clear UTEE, wound up being white was because I put the white mixative alcohol ink in there and mixed it up. And if you mix it up, guys, and if you get bubbles in your UTEE, no one wants bubbles in their UTEE, but if you do get bubbles in your UTEE, hit it with your heat gun. It pops all the bubbles and makes it nice and hot for you. So, because if you stir it, you're getting impatient and you start stirring it and you're like, darn it, there's all my bubbles. Just use your heat gun and it'll get all those bubbles out of there. I think this is going a little too fast. There was a couple times when that happened, if I remember correctly, when I was playing. That is a Cuttlebug embossing folder that I have in the background there, and I have the idea, instead of stamping, and I love that script, I just wanted to place it on top of there and see what would happen. And what happened is exactly what one would expect. It left the impression on there. And again, I was just playing around with stuff that I had, so I really love that embossing folder. And I really haven't used it very much. I'm going to have to use it more. So I'm just messing around with some alcohol ink, some of the brown tones that I have. I don't remember all the colors, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm sure that there's some caramel in there and some butterscotch and latte. So I was just messing with it. I had never done this kind of technique before, and obviously when you heat it up, to kind of dry that ink a little bit more, if you get a lot on there, you got to be careful, otherwise you start melting your UTEE again. So then I decided to bust out, oh, I forgot I did that, the Perfect Pearls. And I think that's patina, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it wasn't sticking. I wasn't sure if it was going to stick or not without the perfect medium. I'm just used the little sponge that comes with the Perfect Pearls when you buy them in packs. I'm sorry, guys, I don't remember those colors, and maybe it was like pewter and patina. I can't remember. Just messing with it, making it kind of shimmery. And I've got a thing lately with making my own little personalized embellishments to add to either journal pages or just whatever altar projects I might be working on, or albums, or whatever I want to do. So I'm just doing different things because I've said this before. I just once I do something, oh, I made an album. Okay, well, there's lots of different variations to that, so that's a little bit different. But once I try a certain technique, I'm like, okay, I did that, now move on to the next thing. I kind of have this thing where I don't like to keep repeating the same techniques once I feel I've done them and I've gotten pretty good at them. So I just get bored and I gotta do different things, and I'm curious. So it's kind of unique, cool little piece. And, you know, I could have poured it in, you know, kind of molded it out. But again, I was just playing with it. And that's black tissue paper. And I thought, I wonder if that will come off on the tissue paper. And it really didn't. But anyway, so I probably could have molded that, you know, into something. But I like the just poured out unpredictability of it. There's my little flowers. And there's that epic fail. Not real happy with how that turned out. And I'm still messing with it. I'm still trying. I think I threw it away, actually, because it was just super thick and yeah, I wasn't pleased with it. And maybe on camera it looks kind of pretty and glossy, but yeah, not happy. Those are the Martha Stewart clay molds. And I haven't tried clay yet. That is also on my list of things to do. I declared 2013 to be the year that I am not scared and I just go for it and try everything I've wanted to and anything that tickles my fancy. So, I think I will try the clay thing as well sometime this year, but I got a pretty full plate. But the video camera had cut off when I made that little white butterfly, and again, it's just the clear UTEE with the white mixative in there, and I really like how those turned out. So it's a really pretty mold, and I love the little leaves. So super, super cute. So and I'm sorry guys, I can't remember where I went here. So I don't have too much to talk about. But yeah, my melting pot, all the UTEE gets too cold down there at the tip, and I have to always heat it up. And look, I mean, it works. You know, it does a great job using your heat tool, but, you know, I don't think that it's intended to do that way. The little black pieces in there are what's left over, the remnants from the last time I used my melting pot. I used black UTEE, which was really cool. I really enjoyed using the black UTEE, and I'll probably do that again. So I used the other side of the embossing powder because I wanted it raised up. The last one that I did, I kind of did the other side of it, so the letters were sunk in. And I wanted them raised up to catch paint or something, and I really like that one. And that was kind of what I wanted the first time, but I used the wrong side, so I just wasn't paying attention. And that's just a cute little dot that had a bunch of swirls in it that I just wanted to show because I thought it was pretty cool, black and white swirls. But here I'm just messing with stays on ink, and you know, it doesn't stay on the UTEE, it rubs off. So examples of what works and what doesn't, we'll just include it all. I totally lost my train of thought. I had something else I was going to tell you and I forgot. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. The Cuttlebug embossing powders, any of those plastic embossing powders, I have not tried, and because I think I'll ruin my folder, I have not tried to just pour the UTEE right just into the folder and close it on itself, because for one, it'll ooze out the sides and it just gets super hot and I think it'll burn it. But I don't know if it's quite hot enough to really melt the folder, but I'm not willing to risk that. So I haven't tried it. And I definitely wouldn't recommend that anybody try that. You know, maybe use it on a folder you don't like if you want to try it, but I'm not recommending it and I don't suggest it because I just think that, you know, once you close the folder, it's going to ooze out the sides. You could burn yourself, and yeah, it might be good. I don't know. Maybe when I get a little braver, I'd try it. But right now, I really like how these turned out, and I think we're about at the end.